Guys, this is part three. I might make a 1 hour and 20 minute video here. I could talk for maybe 30 minutes. I have a lot of my mind I want to talk about, and then for the remaining 20 minutes, I can talk about the biblical symbols in the Bible. For all you guys who did not see my video, which you most likely did, go back and watch my biblical symbols video that I made almost 2 years ago. Late 2020, I made that video. That was a sick video. Yes, the biblical symbols in the Bible is all about me and VJ, man, and the gatekeepers. You know what I'm saying? The gatekeepers, and it talks about the world. It talks about how man is wicked. Man has a wicked soul. The human beings hate God. You know what I'm saying? Adam and Eve sinned against God. Yes, you guys sinned against me and my wife. You betrayed us. When me and VJ came here. Me and VJ, when we came here, you weren't supposed to touch any of us and cause mess in our lives, and you chose to touch us and cause mess in our lives and kill me to be my wife. You betrayed me and VJ, and in doing so, when I and VJ are king and queen, they're in glory. The judgment of God is the sword. The sword of God is now what? Is now cut. And what the judgment? There's a saying in there's a thing in the Bible called the judgment of God. How all those few are saved. Some are saved with Jesus in heaven. They experience the glory with Him in heaven, and the Holy Spirit obviously, and the Father obviously, and all the wicked are sent and they're thrown into hell, and they're cast off into God and away from God's presence and glory. Yeah, it's symbolism of you guys. You guys will not be saved. The judgment of God is set upon. Whenever I am king, I set the sword, man. The judgment of God is set, and you guys are bannered for my glory. Yeah, man. But going back to Lord of the Rings, I remember when I saw those ring rays. That was fucking freaky. It's not that freaky now, but even now when I watch it, it's still pretty freaky, man. As a 30-year-old, when I watched it when I was 10, that was 20 years ago. That was freaky when I saw it in theaters 20 years ago. I saw Fellowship of the Ring on theaters 20 years ago. When I saw it in theaters 20 years ago, that was fucking freaky, man. Lord of the Rings. When I saw that ring, the ring race, that was creepy, man. Oh my god, that's so scary, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I was fucking scared of those orcs and ring race when I was a kid, man. Because Fellowship of the Ring was like the first scary movie I ever seen in my life. That's why when I saw it for the first time, I was so hooked, and it was the best movie experience of my life ever, man. It was an amazing movie experience. Whereas now when I watch it, it's not that scary, obviously, because I'm an adult now. I'm an adult now. It's not that scary anymore when I watch it, but it was earlier before when I watched it. You see what I'm saying, her? Yeah, if you think those ring race and what, the Witch King of Agma and Return of the King, remember that guy? You know what I'm saying? Those orcs in Return of the King and the Fellowship of the Ring and Helm's Deep. I find the orcs in Helm's Deep were the scariest ones. The orc high in Helm's Deep, those are freaky orcs, man. The ones in Fellowship of the Ring were scary too, but the what, that boss orc was freaky. But the orc high in Two Towers were freaky, man. I remember when oh my god, I felt bad for the fucking for the men, man. For Aragorn, Gimli, you know what I'm saying? Legolas and all the elves and the men of Rohan, Theodore's men. I felt bad for all of them. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and the men and kids who had to bear arms in the war. I felt bad for them. Yeah, well, think of beings 3 times scarier than those beings, man. As I am pouring, guys, think about this for a second. I am pouring 400 million guys towards CGI, even more, man. Most likely 15 million, 410, 415 million. I am pouring like 400, like 10, $15 million because the leftover money from the budget, I'm gonna pour it all towards special effects. You see what I'm saying? So after I go on that world tour and me and VJ spend our $3.5 million, the leftover money is all going towards special effects. I'll save a couple million, obviously, for the red carpet because I have to fly everyone to Switzerland, obviously. You know what I'm saying? I'll fly everyone what? I have to save some money to fly everyone to Switzerland. You need to pay for your director's flights and all your actors' flights for the red carpet. You can't have them pay. No, you have to pay. They're working for you. You have to pay. You have to pay what? You have to pay for their flights, everything. Everything for the actors and the directors is all paid for. Their flights, everything is paid for. Their feeding, everything paid for, obviously. Obviously, that's all paid for. If you want to pay, if you have bills to pay, I'm not paying your bills. You got to pay your own bills. But the only way these actors all have enough money to last. The only way you can make it work with them is if you pay for their feeding and their living and all that stuff. Ivan, as long as you pay for my living and my feeding for the 1 year, the third year, I can easily pay my bills. Yeah, you can easasily pay your bills at home. As you guys all have money in your bank, and to help them out, pay them some money. Pay them a nice $20,000 worth of commercial money. That way they have some nice pocket money. With that money, they can pay their phone bills. You know what I'm saying? They can easily pay their phone bills. They can pay some of their bills at home. You pay them 20 grand. You help them out a little bit. They'll appreciate you, the actors. I'll even thank you. Yeah, they'll appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. That's why Peter Jackson and Mel Gibson are going to so badly want to compete for that job, man. Because Peter Jackson wants to direct that movie so bad. Once he reads my book, he's like, oh my god, I want to direct this story. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's going to want to direct my movie so bad. And those are my two top candidates, obviously. And Mel Gibson's going to want to direct my movie so bad, too. I guarantee you guys think I'm crazy. Ivan, are you fucking retarded? Choose Peter Jackson. He's the mastermind behind that Lord of the Rings series. Yes, he is. But Mel Gibson's the mastermind behind Passion of Christ. And Passion of Christ is a masterpiece, too. And Passion of Christ, you have the horror of the demons and Jesus. That's why he's really, really good for that scene. We're going to have a lot of good ideas for the wolves and the bats and all stuff, Mel Gibson. You know what I'm saying? But Peter Jackson, he has the fantasy world of Middle-earth, the orcs, the ring race, the goblins, you know what I'm saying? He has the wars and Lord of the Rings. Yeah, he's really good too. You know what I'm saying? The Goblin King and the Hobbit, think of some of that for Ephesus. Ephesus is the king bad of the mountains. You know what I'm saying? Peter Jackson will have a lot of good ideas. Yeah, I have a lot of good ideas for the Bat King, Ephesus. You know what I'm saying? We should do this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking something like that. The Goblin King in the Hobbit, when the hobbits were fighting all those goblins in the first movie. Remember when they went to the mines, the goblin mines, right? And they what? And they fight all those goblins in what? In an unexpected adventure, unexpected journey. Yeah, Peter Jackson will have a lot of great ideas for Ephesus and the ancient Gilead city. You see what I'm saying? That's why they're both really good. But I guarantee you guys think I'm crazy. Ivan, are you fucking retarded? Choose Peter Jackson. He did Lord of the Rings, man. Yeah, Passion of Christ is a masterpiece, but it's not Lord of the Rings. You know what I'm saying, Ivan? Yeah, it's not. It's not as good as Lord of the Rings, but, you know what I'm saying? That's why they're like, Ivan, choose Peter Jackson, man. He did Lord of the Rings. You know what I'm saying? But, I want to choose him, but at the same time, I want to choose Mel Gibson because he did Passion of Christ. And that's why those guys are going to have to compete that job. Me and Vijay will come up with some questions, and we're going to ask them a series of questions. Whoever comes up with a better answer, that's the director who I'll be hiring. Obviously. You see what I'm saying? That's the director who I'll be hiring. And whoever's chosen, I'll make him the boss of my movie. Give him full power. Full absolute power. Give him full power, and you have him executive produce, co-write. He'll be my co-writer, my executive producer, and my director. And I'll hire an assistant director to help him. So if I hire Peter Jackson, I'll most likely I'll let him know, hey, Guillermo del Toro helped you out with The Hobbit. I think he's good. He's good for an assistant director for my movie. And then Peter Jackson's like, I think he's good too. You know what I'm saying? I'll hire him. I'll pay Guillermo del Toro $1.4 million to assistant director. That's a good paycheck for assistant director. If he wants like $5 million, I'm like, Guillermo del Toro, you're being greedy. I'm not going to pay you that. You rip me off. For $5 million for assistant director, you rip me off, man. As you're not doing as much work as Peter. You're assisting him. You're an assistant director. You're not a director. $1.4 million is good enough. And I'll pay you a $250,000. I'll pay him like $1.65 million. Pay him his 400K bonus. And you pay him his $1 million at start production, you pay him like a $250K bonus. That's a good paycheck for an assistant director. If he wants more money, I'm like, Guillermo del Toro, you're being greedy, as assistant directors don't make this in Hollywood. They make a couple $100K in Hollywood, assistant directors. Most likely, right? I'm giving you a good deal. If you don't like it, go work in Hollywood if you don't want to be saved. And make a nice salary as assistant director and be a part of the crazy buzz. If you don't want to go on that world tour with me and be a part of that buzz, be a part of the concert arts with me, be a part of experience my unheard of Sky Source company, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, then work in Hollywood if you don't like my offer. All right, it's a deal. You know, that's a good deal. You're paying me a lot of money. Yes, I'm paying you a lot of money. That's a lot of money for an assistant director. That's a good paycheck for an assistant director, man. I pay you $400K for the first year. All you have to do is what? help Peter Jackson with his notes, help the 7 team make some business calls. I won't have him do dirty work, but help him out a little bit, obviously, and do the concept arts with me, and that's it. Do the concept arts with me, and that's all Guillermo del Toro will be doing. You get your $400,000 paycheck for that. That's a good paycheck. Because I'm paying you $400K, I'm going to find a way to put you to work. I'm going to have you help out the 17 with business calls. I'll have you be my assistant producer, help them out with business calls. That way you take the load off, and that way things get done faster. I'm smart. I know what I'm doing. Even though I'm going to hire 17, I'm going to have people who can help them out. Have the assistant director help them out. Put them to work. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Guillermo del Toro, help out the 17 with some of the business calls. You know what I'm saying? Some of the takeouts, the doc team, help them out. I'll help them out. Help them out. Yeah, help them out. I don't pay you. If you think I want to pay you $400K for just doing concert arts and helping Peter Jackson knows you got anything coming, no, man. You're going to help the 17 out with business calls. I'm going to put you to work, man. You're going to be hard at work. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Whereas Peter Jackson, yeah, I paid him $10 million. He'll be doing a lot of work, but because he's the boss, I'm not going to have him do dirty work like the other guys. Because he's the boss. Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni, I won't have him do as much dirty work. But they're still going to be doing a lot of work because they're my 7 team and they're my co-executive producers. They're going to be doing a lot of work, but not as much. I won't have you guys do as much dirty work as the other guys, but you're going to be doing a lot of work too. And Peter Jackson will be chilling pretty much. He'll be chilling with me and VJ if he's hired. Mel Gibson will be chilling with me and VJ if he's hired. I'm not going to have those guys do dirty work. No, they're my fucking co-executive producers. They're the boss of your movie. You don't have the boss of your movie do dirty work. No. Okay, Peter, you're the boss. I won't have you do the dirty work. All you have to do, the only dirty work you're going to be doing is, I don't know, taking your notes and co-writing the script with me every day, 5 days a week. And then we get weekends, you get your weekends off. It's a nice deal. So every day, I don't know, from 9 to like 12 o'clock, we work on the script in my nice office, obviously, and we get 2 50-minute breaks, which is nice. And after the 3 hours, we get a 1-hour lunch break. The limo driver will take you to your nice hotel, to the buffet restaurant. And it'll drive you back, and then we do concert for 4 hours, which is slack. We discuss with John Howe and Ali and all them, and your assistant director, and me and my wife, and Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni. We discuss the pictures, which pictures we like. You know what I'm saying? Okay, which pictures are you thinking of for Aratat? They draw all the horrific pictures. For Aratat, Ephesus, all the characters. Aratat, Ephesus, Morale, Fool. You know what I'm saying? Bo. You know what I'm saying? The Cursed Devil answers itself. The Crows. The Eagles. What pictures you like. The lands. All the lands. We discuss what pictures we like. If we have disagreements, we can go on the drawing board and we can discuss it. Okay, if we can't agree on this picture, guys, we have to discuss this out. Have John Howe and Alan Lee draw more pictures. That way we can, you know what I'm saying? That way we discuss the movie. We discuss the pictures and we discuss the movie for like 4 hours. We discuss it for 3.5 hours. And that's it, from 1 to 5, right? Yeah, 3.5 hours we discuss, we do the concerts, and that's it. And then at 5 o'clock, everyone's done work. Everyone goes home. Peter Jackson and all them get taken to their hotel. And all Peter Jackson has to do is take his notes for a good hour and a half. Dedicate a good hour and a half of your time. Go over, I don't know, the 2 pages that we wrote and take your notes for those scenes. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Go over it carefully and take your notes. You don't have to take detailed notes, but take some good notes. That way you're prepped and you're not lost, and you have the assistant director help you. I can even have George Lucas help him too if you want. Have George Lucas help him out if you want. Consult if you want. Have him help him out. Yeah. And that's it. You get the rest of the day off. And Peter Jackson, because I paid Peter Jackson $10 million, which is like, I don't know, $14 million in New Zealand money. Around there, right? Yeah, $10 million in Canadian money is like 13.5, 14 million, I don't know, 14 million, $13 million in New Zealand money, man. And so he got a nice check, man. He got like, I don't know, after taxes, he got like with the agent, he got like 6.5 million in his bank. 7 million in his bank around there, Peter Jackson? Yeah. And hence will work hard. And I want you consulting with the 7 team. With some business, man. You can sit down next to him and consult. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes. I'll have him do that sometimes. And that's it. As Peter Jackson and McGilson will be chilling. They'll barely be doing any work. They'll be doing work, but compared to the 7 team, they're doing slack work. Me and VJ are going to be doing a lot of work too, but the amount of work we're doing compared to the 7 team is nothing. As me and VJ are chilling compared to them, you know what I'm saying? Me and VJ are only going to make the calls for the main 8 things, man. That's it. Okay, look, man, me and VJ are going to handle all the main 8 things because we're the executive producer. Me, Peter Jackson, and VJ will handle all that, obviously. You can even have Guillermo del Toro help you out with those calls, too, if you want. You can have him help you out with all those big calls. The main 8 things if you want. Obviously, we're handling the main 8 things, and everything else you guys are handling, man. I'm not handling. If you think for 1 second I'm going to handle all that for you, no, man. I'm the boss. I'm paying the bills. I'm paying your salary. You're the one making all those dirty calls, not me. I'm the boss, man. And Peter Jackson and Mel Gibson are the boss, hence I'm not going to have them do the dirty work. See what I'm saying? You can't have them do the dirty work. It's going to wear them out. No, you can't have them do the dirty work. Don't worry, Peter. The 17 will handle all the dirty work. I want you helping me, VJ, with the main 8 things. Evan, I can help you. Yeah, help us out with the main 8 things, obviously, and what? Help us out with the main 8 things, and what? And help me write the script, obviously, with my 2 script developers. I only have John and Dave help me out like twice a week. That's enough. If you think I'm going to have you help me out with the script and do the concerts every day and pay you that bonus for nothing, you're crazy, man. I'm not going to let you do them like that. Help me out twice a week. Help me out twice a week with the script, obviously, twice a week with the script, and the next 3 days you're hard at work in the office, looking at the reels, helping out the others with business calls. You need to make the calls for the sets, obviously, but I won't make the calls for the sets until the concept arts are all finished. Okay, John, Dave, do not make the calls for the sets until all the concept arts are finished. And then once it's finished, you can have an idea of what kind of trees you want to get for the lands, everything. You see what I'm saying? What kind of stuff you want to get for the... You need to know you need to get the final concept art. You need to get the final product of the concept arts for the lands and everything for the cities before you can make the calls for the set building. You see what I'm saying? That's why do not make the calls for set building until we finish the concept arts first. Alright, as you're saying, yes, do not do that, you know what I'm saying? And Peter Jackson will help me out with the main 8 things. So the luxury buffet. Okay, Peter, I want to what? I want to serve the crewmen. I want to serve us. We need to serve the crewmen a nice luxury buffet and all the actors. Ivan, you're spoiled. Ivan, what kind of food you thinking of? I'm thinking this food. Peter Jackson's like, holy shit, Ivan, you're spoiling the crewmen. Ivan, this is unheard of. You know what I'm saying? Hollywood, they serve us like shittier food, like steak and potatoes and carrots. Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking of like an all-you-can-drink vending machine. You know what I'm saying? Coke, Sprite, Orange Crush. Holy shit, all you can drink milkshakes. Peter's like, holy shit, you're spoiling the crew. And yeah, I'm thinking we eat 3 times a day. We eat breakfast around 9, and we eat dinner around 4, and we eat dessert at like 9, 10 o'clock. All right, that's good, yeah. As long as you serve a buffet, they'll be fine. Yeah, as long as I serve a buffet, if I serve the crew in a buffet for breakfast, they'll be good for a couple hours. Till 4, right? Okay, we're well fed. We only need to wait like 4 or 5 hours for food, and after that we have another buffet. That way they're well fed. And Peter Jackson's shocked. Holy shit! Yeah, I want to get all the food from the farms in Switzerland. And Peter Jackson helps you out. And we call all the best farms. We get the best food, man. Best food, rice. Order the best rice dough for the pizza, the pancakes, the strudels, the French toast, nice eggs, pork for the bacon, for the ribs. Beef for the burgers. You know what I'm saying? Pork and beef and chicken for the teriyaki meats. I'm going to have pork teriyaki meats, chicken teriyaki meats, and what? And beef teriyaki meats. Nice rice from the farms. Yeah, man. Everything from the farms. Nice milk from the farms for the cereal. You know what I'm saying? For the coffee. Yeah, man. Nice milk from the farms. You know what I'm saying? Milk from the farms for the cereal. Whereas for the coffee, I'll just order the packet, the little packets they have. Order those small packets. You can just open the packets. It's easier that way for the coffee. I'm gonna order top coffee from the top companies in Switzerland. For the food, just order everything in Switzerland. That way, it's easier to ship everything. Find the top companies in Switzerland. Just order all the food in Switzerland for the food. You know what I'm saying? So you not only have the food, you also have the kitchen equipment. You know the show MasterChef? You know when the chefs cook all the food? You know when you see all that nice nice MasterChef luxury equipment? Think of something like that for the what? Think of something like that for the what? For the what? the kitchen equipment. Yeah, Peter Jackson like shocked. Holy shit, that's top line kitchen equipment. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But the more interesting one is the IMAX cameras and the CGI technology. That's what's going to be interesting. You know what I'm saying. Peter Jackson will help me out with the CGI technology and the IMAX cameras too. Obviously, I'm gonna ask Peter Jackson. Hey Peter, be honest, don't be biased. What's the best camera in Hollywood that used in Hollywood? Ivan, the IMAX camera is pretty much the best camera. You know what I'm saying? Okay, Ivan, I know the best company. Yeah, it's in the system. It's in the system. I'm gonna have all the best companies in the system. Yeah, Ivan, this is the best company. And we call the company. Calling now. We call the company. You know what I'm saying? We call the top notch for the IMAX cameras. For the IMAX cameras, the clothing, the costumes, weapons, the CGI technology, all that stuff. I'm ordering all that in America, as America has all the best stuff for Hollywood. Even Peter Jackson told me, yeah, Ivan, I recommend you order from America. America has all the best stuff for that Hollywood uses for the movies. That's why I'm gonna call all the top Hollywood companies. I'm gonna rent everything, man. I'm not gonna buy the IMAX cameras. No, you don't buy them. You rent it. Call the company and see if they can give you a renting deal. Yeah, we can give you a renting deal. As long as you offer them a lot of money, they'll gladly rent the cameras. Look, I don't want to buy the cameras. I want to rent it. As there's no point of buying cameras. You're wasting money. As what? In a couple of years, better cameras. I don't know. 10 years go by, better IMAX cameras come out. You no longer want to use those old cameras anymore. Hence why you don't buy cameras. You lease the cameras. As in Hollywood, I guarantee you, they rent most of their cameras. They rent most of their stuff, obviously, right? Give me a second, guys. I'll take a piss. Give me a sec, guys. I'm gonna get a drink of water. Sorry for the wait, man. All right, sorry about that, guys. Yeah, so for this video, I could babble on for an hour and 20, hour and a half, because I have a lot on my mind I want to talk about. Yeah, man. That's why Peter Jackson's gonna love my company much more, or Mel Gibson, right? They're gonna love my company so much more in Hollywood, because man, I'm spoiling them. They're staying at a luxury hotel with a nice luxury pool in Vancouver. Yeah, man. They're staying in like a cheaper suite. Like a $4,000 a night, like cheaper suite, whatever it is. Because a $4,000 a night room is pretty much like a cheaper suite, right? It's a cheaper suite. It's not like a luxury $10,000 suite, but it's a cheaper suite. They're staying in a nice room like that. I'm gonna tell my 17, do not go over $4,000 for them, man. Otherwise, they're gonna be affecting my budget like crazy. I can easily afford it, but they're gonna affect my budget. I want to have enough money going towards the movie. I don't. Yeah, you have. I want to have more money going towards the movie. You know what I'm saying? That's why you gotta watch out for all the costs. Because Peter Jackson and all of them are gonna cost me a good, like, I don't know, $1.5 million, $2 million in hotel costs, hotel fees. Pocket change is easy, affordable, obviously, but to save money, have them stay in cheaper don't have them stay in shitty rooms, no. Have them stay in a luxury hotel, that way you give them a good experience, they work harder for you, with a nice pool, a nice gym, you know what I'm saying, a nice bar downstairs. But what? Have them stay in cheaper rooms. Like $4,000 a night rooms. That's good enough. $4,000 night room. You most likely have a jacuzzi in your what? You most likely have a jacuzzi in your bathroom also, because that's a high end room. It's not a big luxury suite, but it's a starting price for a suite around there, right? Yeah, obviously. Because don't forget, I'm gonna build my special effects team unit building. I'm gonna have my nice like concert art room where like you have a board, we hang everything up. Peter Jackson's like, holy shit, Ivan, you have a nice building here. Yeah, Peter, this is where all the special effects, this is where all the Lord of the Rings special effects unit team are all gonna be working. And he's like, holy shit, Ivan, this is nice. He sees a nice editing room, the sound mixing room where they edit. You know when you have all those screens, you see the nice sound mixing room. He's like, holy shit, Ivan, your company is a complete to Hollywood. Yeah. You see my nice concert art room. You know what I'm saying? That's for me, VJ, and Peter Jackson, and what? And Guillermo del Toro, and all of them are going to do the concert arts. Yeah, man. We're all going to have a blast. You know what I'm saying? He writes a script in my nice office. I have my nice, like, my nice what? I'm going to have the engineer design a nice program for writing scripts with a GPS. Script beginning. You know what I'm saying? Title. Write your title of the script. You know what I'm saying? He writes the title of the script. I might even put money into like synonyms. Whenever I write words, they give you options of word choices for synonyms and all stuff to help me with my words. You can do that. I want you building. Look, man. Put money. I'm putting $2 million. I'm putting $2 million towards my computer software. Look, man. I'm gonna. Here's $100,000. Put $100,000 towards a super advanced software for writing scripts. Yeah, Ivan, we can design that for you, and then design this software for writing my scripts. Yeah. He's like, holy shit, Ivan, this is nice. And we write the Zane scripts on the computer. Yeah, man. But going back to the business calls, the most exciting business call to make will be the CGI technology and the IMAX cameras, right? Because those are pretty much the two foundations of your movie, right? For the calls, the cameras and the what, and the CGI technology. That's the fucking foundation. You don't have a camera, you don't have a fucking movie. You don't have special effects, you don't have a movie. And that's why those are going to be the two most interesting calls me and Peter or VJ or Bill Gibson are going to make, man. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Peter Jackson, he makes a call. Okay, Peter, help us out. Make the call for the IMAX cameras. Yeah, I can make the call. You know what I'm saying? And then Peter calls the company. He's like, hello, this is Peter Jackson. He has his accent. You know what I'm saying? His New Zealand accent. You know, we want to lease some of your cameras. Yeah, what cameras you want to lease? You want to lease your IMAX cameras, your film ones. Not digital, film. The one used to film Dunkirk. You know what I'm saying? Christopher Nolan's masterpiece, Dunkirk, right? That was an amazing movie, too. I was hooked watching it on theaters. That movie, was filmed in IMAX, but it was filmed on film. I want that camera for my movie. And I want it updated. Yeah, we want it all updated. We want it updated, pimped out fully. You know what I'm saying? Focus. And, yeah, Peter, we can do that for you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, how much cameras you want to lease? Oh, we want to lease 10 of your cameras. 10's enough. I'm not going to lease 20, 30. You're wasting money. 10's enough. Yeah, Ivan, 10's enough. Yes, 10's enough. We can have four main ones, four main cameras for the main shots. And we have like 3 for like high shots and the other 2 for like gliding. 1 for gliding and like 1 or 2 backup ones. It's enough. See how Ivan 10's enough. 10 cameras is more than enough for a big budget movie, man. You don't waste money and rent like 30. No, you're wasting money. You'll have more camera angles, but you're wasting money. 4 camera angles for one scene's more than enough. You don't need like 10 camera angles. No, 4 is enough. As most big budget movies, they film with a good like 2-3 cameras at a time for shots. 3 cameras at a time for all the shots. You see what I'm saying? That's enough for the cameras, obviously. And then we're gonna lease the best equipment for the cameras. The best equipment for the best equipment for the cameras. For the what? the camera stands, whatever you call them, the camera stands that move, the drones. We can lease the best drones in the industry for the high shot footage. We don't need helicopters nowadays. No, now you can use drones for your high shots. We rent the best drones in the business. Nice like $100,000 drones we can rent. $50,000, $80,000 drones we can rent for our movie. The way you get nice high shot footages, obviously. Nice gliding equipment for the cameras, yeah. Nice speakers for the cameras, all that, all the equipment you get for, because you also have the speakers for the camera too. Get all that for the movie, obviously. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, show my camera here.